What's up, guys? We're going to be going into a game on Kraken on the Armory. Looks like a pretty standard team. Lennox is on there, so that's good for me. I've been playing Kraken a bit more because it feels like this game has gotten a little bit like coin flippy in that you don't know what your opponents are choosing, and certain hunters can be really good against certain monsters. It's never unwinnable, like it's not a hard counter or anything, but Kraken seems to be the one character that doesn't get countered nearly as much as, like, if you play Kraken, Jack is kind of useless with his repulsor beam. Griffin doesn't really do a whole lot with his harpoon. Lennox is another one that needs to be close up to use her main damage dealing weapon. So Kraken kind of gets that that ability to not really be countered or not have a hard time against certain hunters. Even to a lesser extent like Maggie, although you can still get harpooned, it's a little bit more difficult to get harpooned as Kraken because you're up in the air. Sunny also. It's easier to track someone that's boosting across the dome. Alright, so let's get into this here. I'm going to follow my same route, but I'm not going to take feeding speed anymore because I think it's not worth it to just go for fast evolves. I'm going to actually probably not be able to circle back for that buff. I kind of screwed up killing that, but I don't want to go closer to the hunters. Hopefully they'll miss it, and I'll be able to circle back and get it a little bit later. That's the plan, at least. It'll really suck if they get it, though. Do not want them to get movement speed buff. But I also don't want them to dome me before I'm ready, if I can help it. Wow, I'm missing a lot of vortexes. I think I'm so used to like taking stage 2 or stage 3 vortex that I'm not like aiming it well. There's a ton of stuff to eat right here, and a buff, I'll take that. As long as not Mega Mouse, oh my god, they're gonna stop me. Alright, I'm gonna have to go. What was I trying to say? Trapped us. Where is the trapper? Of course, the trapper. Well, I'm gonna get domed here. That's fine. This isn't a bad place to get domed, especially as Kraken, because you can make use of the high ground. So if I push everybody off, I can kind of mitigate damage, and I can use these obstacles in the center to make it harder for them to take damage, or harder for me to take damage, rather. So if I can get out of this without taking any health damage, I'll be fine. I don't really need to go for down penalties right now. I can play it safe. That was weird. I was holding shift, but I still fell off. So I'll just hide over here for a minute, force them to come to me, and then just circle back through after they waste their jetpack to get to me. I don't think, yeah, that's not a loop. But I can hide right here. Alright, and then now that everybody's coming over this way, I'll just fly over top of them. Scare them a little bit, but I'm not really going for down penalties at this point. Although it's definitely possible, and I'll probably go for down penalties once I get evolve ready. The fact is I'm going to have to take 2 stage 1 domes, and I don't want to take a little bit of health damage this one and the next one. I'm okay with taking like 1 bar of health for an evolve, but nothing more than that. So also I've been playing a bunch more as Hunter and as Monster. And I do think that Lazarus is pretty good in the right hands. Even though it feels pretty terrible to play with him as hunters, at least for me. If he's played correctly and you have a good assault that can put a lot of pressure on the monster, it's really difficult to play against a Lazarus that's taking reload speed. Because they have a lot of cloaks and a lot of heals. And the heal's been like buffed a couple of times. So I'm just going to go for this evolve. They might get me domed here. I did have to eat a little bit before I was able to get it, but I'll take my 3 into Lightning Strike just to give me that burst that I need to get down penalties. I don't think it's worth getting the Aftershock, even though it's good to get like 1 of each ability on the other monsters. I'm going to try to sneak out of this, but it's probably not going to happen. I'll try to create some distance. We'll see. It's like right here if they're gonna get me. No, I think I might be in the clear. Yep, they wasted their dome. Alright, well that's good. That could have been bad if they got me there. That was a little risky on my part to go for an evolve. But yeah, Lazarus, it's really hard to find a good Lazarus when they're cloaking. And one that like stays far enough away from their team that it's hard to just kind of go on them. Makes it pretty difficult to get down penalties on Lazarus, and then obviously you can force yourself to get out of a dome, but with the changes to staging up in that, like, stage 3 isn't really a free win anymore. It used to be like if you got to stage 3 and you didn't really take any damage, the abilities were so strong at that point that it was almost a free win. But now, your damage doesn't really go up much, it's just your survivability, so if they're able to stay alive long enough and the hunters are able to put enough pressure on you so that you can't stay into fights, it does make it kind of difficult. Obviously your all-in potential is still a lot stronger. That's just how long the Lazarus can stay alive. Alright, so I'm not sure if I got Hank there, but I put a lot of damage on him. And I just hit 2 hunters there. That's a big mistake that they clumped up there. So this should get me a down penalty. That's a good sneak attack. Alright, Hank's still up, or he got picked up, but I'm going to actually try to eat through this, I think. Alright, there's the down on him. I'll see if I can get it on Kyra as well. She's so low, but I'm also taking health damage here. I might have to get out. Yeah, I think I'm not going to be able to get this. Oh my god, I want this. If I miss there, okay, I'm done. Yep, I gotta go. That wasn't worth it. If I would have gotten out after the first down penalty, it would have been way more worth it. It's not terrible, but 2.5 bars. At least it's on Hank. If I would have gotten both, I would have been ahead, but... Okay, there's that stupid speed buff. I've passed by it like 3 times. Finally gonna get it here. I'm surprised they haven't found it, to be honest. It's really good for me. Speed buff is one of the like best perks for hunters. A lot of hunters will go for like damage or Armadon or something, but being able to put that like increased pressure on the monster with speed buff is super annoying to deal with. A good assault can just stick so easily with that buff, as well as stamina also is a really good one. And obviously Mega Mouth. They might get a dome here. I wouldn't be that angry about it though. I'm full armor. I'll take it. This medic, I don't know what she's doing right now. Way out of position. At least she's gonna get back to Hank. But I don't know if it's gonna help. It's so hard to aim Vortex if you start off from like exactly where they are. Or not Vortex, Lightning Strike. Like, I'm still used to being able to aim it. It's really good like this, when you're up above them and you just aim straight down. But if you're a little bit more to the side and you aim just like off of them slightly, you're never going to get it back into position. Alright, his shield's almost out. He should actually be, he should have had it off for a little bit there. I didn't have anything on cooldown, and she had a little bit of health. Now it's not going to have enough to really get through, yeah. I did take a good amount of health damage though. I'm definitely not ahead. I still think the game's easily winnable though. I got 2 down penalties on priority targets. It's gonna help for my stage 3, which is what I'm gonna be going for here. I'll just create as much distance as I can and then get stage 3. Kyra Hank is one of those team comps that, like, once you soften up those 2 targets, it crumbles pretty quickly. I haven't actually been paying attention if, like... Oh, that was a good dome. This could be a problem. I need to get some armor. Alright, I'm gonna try to stall this dome out as much as I can. They need to be at least a little bit careful because I do have all-in potential here if I kill one of them quickly. Again, I'm going to use the height advantage to mitigate damage for the time being. Just trying to push the assault away there. Looks like I have a loop here as well, and there's some stuff to eat, which is going to be super good for me. Alright, this shouldn't be that bad of a dome now. This is like the ideal place to get domed right here. If you can get this loop plus the bridge, it's probably the best place on this map to get domed. Now I can actually fight, and they shouldn't really be expecting this. Hank is low. I want to stay here and go for the down penalty. I'm just waiting for his invisibility to wear off, and then I'll see if I can do it. Yeah, they're both pretty low. I'll see if I can circle back. They're very split up as well. I'll take it. Alright, let's get out of here. Now I would say I'm ahead. Stage 3, 3 strikes on priority targets. I might even actually circle back and do another fight here. Because I know their cooldowns are probably still coming back. I'm guessing that Kyra would have used her heal burst. Because I think Hank was a little bit low. Alright, I didn't get anything done. I don't want to get domed when I'm half armor. No need to go be too crazy. Oh my god. Pro Mammoth Bird. Alright, I'll see if I can end it here. But if they hand me strikes and don't dome me until I get low armor, I'll probably run and get armor again. See if I can kill the medic. I should be going after Hank right now, but this lightning strike will kill her if I can hit it. There we go. And medic or assault almost went down as well. So medic is down, and assault has like 1 hit until he's dead, so this is a bad situation for them to be in. Oh my god, she got planted as well. Not sure where Hank went. Oh, he's on the corpse right now. That harpoon might actually get her back up. Yeah, I don't think I hit him. Yeah, it did. That's okay. That was a weird lightning strike. I have no idea where that went down. That's another situation where I like just casted it, thinking that I'd be able to readjust the aim because I'm still not used to that. And that was changed ages ago too. That's just me not specializing in any one monster. I tend to play everything. I think I will start specializing now that ranked is out, though. And Kraken probably has to be in my my playable monster list because it's so good against so many different hunter compositions. Wraith's good too, but with Torvald getting some buffs, you might see him a little bit more, and he's kind of a... I would say he's more hard countered to Wraith because of the way like the mortars perform against abduction. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can like look for one of my Torvald videos, Torvald vs Wraith videos. I do it a lot. Alright, who is left? I think it's just Hank, maybe? This is one of those situations where they're kind of handing me a bunch of strikes. I have plenty of time left. I don't need to like all in and risk a loss. Also take this Mega Mouth out just in case they find it. That would be one buff that possibly could get them back into the game. So I think they might all be alive right now, but they all have like 1 or 2 strikes. Maybe Trapper doesn't have any strikes, I'm not sure. But you'll see how quickly this team will crumble now that people are starting to get strikes. The Hank Kyra team is all about preventing strikes early on with like superior defense power, because Kyra's one of the best healers and obviously Hank has shield. So people will just die like left and right here. Like there goes Medic. Yeah, everybody's got 1 strike. Actually, everybody has 2 except for Trapper. That was another lightning strike mess up. I gotta get better about that. All things considered, they're doing a pretty good job staying alive without a medic. This should be just about it though. Use that sneak pounce buff that I just got. Alright, 1 person left. This should be the game. 1 auto attack, there we go. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.